Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, has a pop! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Madrid didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Played out to the right. And now the breakaway. Chip through. And the shot! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Played back in. And he's there to cut it out. Caceres. Gioi. He's gone for it! Courtois. Oh, that is asking for trouble. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Chance! Shoots! Oh, taken with style! Valverde. Rice takes the long option.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
And the ball's come loose, and the chase is on. Forward it goes. Chance to break. He's made sure that that won't get through. And the through ball is intercepted. Rice tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Mbappe spreads it towards the left. Rice hoists it forward. Could move up a gear here. Tries to get it forward quickly. To Lelon. Williams. And it's played forward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Pull it. A heavy challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Rice. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Gioi. Valverde. and back to base. Assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that could be trouble. Fires from distance. It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. So we're just settling back into this second half. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Terrible pass. Saka. He's in, goes for goal! And more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think 2 keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind 1. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Caceres to Lelon.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Gets the better of his man. That's surely a foul, free kick. Looking to dink it in. That's offside. Yes, it is. Saka, who's made his mark on this game. Caceres. Hudson. Hullet. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Played down the flank. Vinicius Junior. And he's whipped it in low.
Madrid made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or 2.
Rice. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And the counter is on. Has a look and place it in. He gets past his man. Williams. Rice is onto it and can take it up. And the shot! Let down by a lack of accuracy. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Mbappe hits one! Good idea, just poorly executed. Well, they could break here. It's a promising ball. He could be in here. Goes for goal! Hudson tries to get it forward quickly. Saka. He's left his man. Plays it back. Has a goal! Another chance! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss. He's gone for a throw-in. Martin. Valverde, forward it goes. It's a loose ball. Oh, real danger here. Vinicius, chance! And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And the referee brings it to a close. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Maybe sum up what we've witnessed, Jim.
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about hammering away in central positions, and it paid off.
And we're underway. Martin. Plays it out to the flank. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hudson. Valverde. Hudson. Valverde. Bullet. Valverde. Martin. Toulon. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Saka. He's through. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Madrid didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? Caceres. Ball through needs to be good here. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Rudiger does well to read it and intercepts. He spotted the run and played him through, and they've been real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Vinicius Junior certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Williams. Forward it goes. And play for a throw. That intervention was very necessary. Caceres. Cuts it out. Rice looking to break out here. Valverde. There has been just the early goal here. And the finish! Good strike, quite an alarm. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but it's...
Big chance! Mbappe, and the follow-up.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Martin. Vinicius Junior goes up and over.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Plays it out to the wing. Keeper's ball. Now the counter. That'll be a throw. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that, and a second time! Mbappe is flagged offside. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Gioi. He's got through. Going through. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Martin. Toulalon. Mbappe. Lovely feet. Vinicius Junior! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Saka. Gioi. Good challenge. He just stood firm. There's the through ball. Has a goal! Vinicius Junior. Toulon. Mbappe. Rice plays it forward. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Caceres. And that's been won straight back. Breaks on here. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Saka tried to play it through.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Rice takes the long option. And through to the goalkeeper. Hudson. Valverde. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's pinged one through here. Has a hit! Cedric, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Rudiger. Hoists it forward. Valverde. Right through the middle. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Plays a clever pass. Massive leap!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Done very well to intervene.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
A corner it is then. Good save, he got a decent fist on that. It's gone for a throw-in. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Great leap! Oh, not the best of headers. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. He's found his man. Chuck has a pop! And that's it. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Oh, Peter, I'm sure a more...
So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Tries to get it forward quickly. And he's there to cut it out. Defender's on the back foot. Looks to thread it through. Martin. Rudiger positions himself well and cuts it out. What a save, going for goal! Another chance!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Real chance! Goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split.
Hits one! Hoists it forward. Mbappe battles to win it back. Gioi. And it's played forward, and the counter is on. Valverde. He gets past his man. That's a foul. The referee's given it. Martin. Saka. Oh, what a ball! Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Williams plays it out to the flank. And that's sprayed out wide. Well read, he sorted that out. To Lelon. Played out to the right. Gets the better of his man. Cross deflected behind for a corner. And a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Goalkeeper's ball. And it's been taken straight back. Martin. Williams. Martin. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Vinicius Junior. Shot at goal! They've done it! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Madrid grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Forward it goes. A real chance to break. He's had a shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Williams tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe just brushed off the ball there. Gioi. Caceres. Tulelo. Mbappe!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
Through to the goalkeeper. Hoists it forward. And that'll be the last act of the first half. We'll back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And the game has already resumed here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Rice. Tulelo. Bullet. Mbappe. And he's cut it out. And once more they can't get through. Rice. Fires it in low. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's played forward, looking to break out here. Dinks one in. And he's made sure that that won't get through. And it's played forward. Gioi.
Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break?
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Hudson. Hoists it forward. Saka. Cuts it out. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Has he picked him out? Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Rudiger simply had to make that count, and he did it with some authority too. Wonderful.
Chipped through. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Saka. Rice tries to get it forward quickly. He's through. Oh, real chance!
Well, decisiveness has deserted them, Peter. They need precision, and it's sadly absent.
Caceres to Lalong. Gioi. Mbappe tries to dink it in. And he should have made it four.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. And here's the chance to counter. It's a promising ball. Bullet! Oh, that's a waste.
Madrid are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Vinicius Junior.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
And out to safety. Vinicius Junior. And the shot! Oh, outstanding save. Rice. And that is that. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So we're up and running. P.Tan. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Plays it out to the wing. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's nice. It's a loose ball. Mbappe has a shot! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
P.Tan. Saka. He's got through. P.Tan! It's broken loose. That's a half-decent try.
Very speculative, with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Up to meet it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Mbappe, and the ball hits one! A real chance and a real let-off.
Vinicius Junior put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
P.Tan. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Shot at goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Gioi with a delicate ball. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Tries to get it. He's had a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
He gets past his man. That's great strength on the ball. And it's been taken straight back. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. What a ball this is! Goes for goal! And it's a goal! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Vinicius Junior. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And here's the chance to counter.
Rice.
Back into the middle. Out to the left it goes. It's come loose. Rice was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely measured pass. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Vinicius Junior. Gioi. Decent looking ball. Mbappe. Now the counter.
Rice.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Caceres. Pull it. He's got through. Going through. Mbappe. Real chance! And in it goes. A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Madrid get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Mbappe. He's had a shot! This could fall anywhere! Williams.
Rice.
And it's half-time here. To look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we are already promptly back underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tulelong, over to the left, and it's played forward. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Saka tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's gone for it!
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Vinicius Junior. Gioi. Plays it out to the wing. The less said about that pass, the better.
Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Caceres. Forward it goes. Done very well to intervene. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Tries to get it forward quickly. Vinicius Junior has a goal! It's come back out! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Martin.
Well, to be honest, I think they're all show and no substance. Where's the final product?
Rudiger. Tulelong. Oh, good interception. Rice. Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior drives it forward. Gets his foot in there. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Williams. Rice. Valverde. Tries to get it forward quickly. Tulelong. Saka with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance.
Got it! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
save, he got a decent fist on that. Drilled in low. Five minutes left on the clock. Hoists it forward. He's pinged one through here. Tries a shot! Saka and his flag offside. Tulelo. Vinicius Junior. He's got away. Gets it back. Saka. Mbappe. And he's there to cut it out. And that is that. No joy for the players, nor indeed for the loyal fans. It has ended in defeat. A thoroughly disappointing outcome. There's the whistle, and here we go. Williams. Come back to the keeper. Rice. Gioi. Hudson. Mbappe. Martin. Hudson. Valverde. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Whistle's gone, that's foul. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He'll fancy himself from here. And the ball is out of play. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Right through the middle. Well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it forward. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. Ball through needs to be good here. Quick drop. Has a pop! There is the breakthrough!
And looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
Tries to get it forward quickly. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Looks to clip it forward.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Williams. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Tulelo. Mbappe, and the finish! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Away from immediate danger. Receives it in a good position.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Saka tries to stroke it through. Bullet. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. And he's cut it out. Saka. And now they can launch a counter. Has he picked him out? Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. It's one! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was...
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Valverde. To Lelon. Caceres. Forward it goes. Goes for goal! Attempts, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Oh, terrible pass. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. That's a decent ball. He's had that put on a... He's gone for it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Done very well to intervene. Rudiger. Caceres. Vinicius Junior. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Martin. That's the throw. Rice finds himself eased off the ball. Valverde has given away a free kick. Keeper and try something new. And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the action has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. Rice tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
To Lelon. Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior. Going for goal! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
Plays it through. Gets his foot in there. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. He's got away. He's got out of play. It's going to be another throw. Saka gets it back. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Decent looking ball. Well read, he sorted that out. Oh, what a ball!
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Has a goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Rice really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Gets up to head it! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Rice. Martin. Williams. Rice. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Just brushed off the ball there. Rice has created 1 goal already. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rice. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Rice. Martin. He's picked him out. Could be thinking about a shot here. Has a hit! They are rampant! And surely that settles it.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So now the difference is 3. Vinicius Junior crosses it in low. Merino lobs it in gently. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
It has got... and the shot! Merino. Rudiger positions himself well and cuts it out. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. It's a throw in. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Stop from Courtois. Great football, shot and save. Tries to get it forward quickly. Well positioned to make that interception. And that's it. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. After all of that, Jim. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Bullet. Valverde. Mbappe. Williams. Forward it goes.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
What a wonderful goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Chance to break. This is promising. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Tries to get it forward quickly. Plays it long. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Martin. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. Well, he can get masterful control on free kicks, and his focus is usually second to none.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. This could fall anywhere. Tulelon hoists it forward. It'll be a throw-in. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And he's cut it out. And it's played forward. Now the counter. He spotted the run and played him through. Just the goalkeeper to beat. He's had a shot! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
That has sent him sprawling. Mbappe is steaming forward. He's got away. Surely.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Martin. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Mbappe hits one! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Strong punch. Battles to win it back. He's had that put on a plate. Saka.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Deftly done. Forward it goes. Looking for space out wide. Vinicius Junior gets away from his opponent. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Well played, he saw that coming. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Cuts it out. Williams. Martin. Over to the left. Tries to get it forward quickly. Caceres. And we hit half-time. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, the action has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Saka. Williams. Saka. He's through the middle. Well read, he sorted that out. Gioi. And he's there to cut it out. To Lelon. Hoists it forward. Done very well to intervene. That's a good ball to find it. And the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, crucially, he ensured that the shot was kept low and it nearly came off.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. It's a loose ball. Oh, he's found big chance! It could fall kindly. They've scored! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it, ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
Madrid have a couple of goals without reply. It's two. Saka is fouled. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
There will be a throw-in. Rice. Good ball. Mbappe. And he's surging through. He's what shoots! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Mbappe showed real composure then. I mean, how often do you see a player do everything right until he gets into the box, only to completely kind of fluff the finish? Not him.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to...
Real chance! Valverde. Plays it out to the wing. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Madrid just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
And once more they can't get through. Bullet. Needed a better pass there. Forward it goes. Decent looking ball. Martin. A real chance to break. Defenders on the back foot. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Saka. Five minutes left on the clock. Cut out in the nick of time. He's got options out wide. Vinicius Junior. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And it's played forward. Rice tries to get it forward quickly. He goes long. It's a brilliant interception. Madrid have it back and they can go again. Gioi. Vinicius Junior provides an outlet. Pull it. And that will be the final act. Well, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story. They were outclassed in every possible way. And after all of that... There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Rice tries to get it forward quickly. Right through the middle. That has sent him sprawling. Gets it back. Martin. Saka. Hudson. Valverde. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. Gioi. Over to the left, played back in. Vinicius Junior is onto it and can take it up. He gets past his man. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Rice looks to clip it forward. Floated through. Got a sight of goal here. He's had a goal! Goal! The breakthrough strike! Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. Deadlock broken. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
That's offside. Yes, it is. And the defence can get it clear. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Martin. Oh, good interception. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. He spotted the run and played him through. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Well positioned to make that interception. Caceres. Vinicius Junior plays it forward. there to cut it out. Rudiger. Williams. Martin. Forward it goes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Good ball. It's good run, that. Great timing. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Rice. Williams. Saka. Gets the better of his man. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. The final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. What's the first half compared with your expectation?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they
has a pop! And in it goes!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Martin. Out to the left it goes. Valverde. Pull it. Saka. It's come loose. And they've been caught. Has a hit! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it was just some wayward passing that let the opposition in then, and I have to say, a very lucky escape. You lose it there, you expect to be punished.
Cuts it out.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
That's gone a long way up and away. Gioi, and it's played forward. Back into the middle. He's got the ball, and the finish! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And shoots! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Martin. Forward it goes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Going for goal! Sticks it away! And they're back in front. Just so calm under pressure.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? battles to win it back. Needed a better pass there. Done very well to intervene. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Saka floats one over.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mbappe.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Loose ball, who's going to get that?
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Surely!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Hits one! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So the lead now is 2. He's looked long this time. That's a decent ball. Ceballos. Forward it goes. He's through the middle. Goes for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Williams. Hervé. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Merino. Now surely! Hefty! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Courtois looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. Golden opportunity wasted.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And that's been levered clear. And time is up. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance, and the result which is well deserved. So let's get things underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now can he finish? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Valverde, Mbappe, and the counter is on. Rice, looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Valverde, he's in! Martin hoists it forward. Rice, and the weighted pass to Lalong. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Martin, well positioned to make that interception. Gioi. He's found his man, he's left his man, and he's there to cut it out. Loses his balance and loses the ball.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, he's found him in spot. Shot at goal! Turns and goes back. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Has a goal! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
On the end of it, and the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Gioi, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Rice. Williams. He's made sure that that won't get through. Valverde. Out to the left it goes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Keeper's not concerned by that.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Martin heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. In towards the middle. Towering header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
That's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Valverde. A good challenge, stood up well against his man.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Madrid getting a look. And there's the end of the first half. Both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. That's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hoists it high. Has a hit! No attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Vinicius Junior did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
That's sprayed out wide, played back in. It's a brilliant interception. Out for a throw. To Lelon. Valverde. Pull it. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Well read, he sorted that out. Williams.
Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. So we've reached the hour mark. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Now a chance to break. Williams. Gioi. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Tulelo. Rudiger. Pullet. Oh, good take in a good area. Into the channel. He slid it through. And that's been won straight back. He's had a goal! It's in! Finally the breakthrough! Courtois reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
He could be in, big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Chance to break. Knocks it away. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Rudiger does well there, alert.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but
they are right back in business. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Martin. He's played him through. Needed a better pass there. Martin. Tulelo. Calapi. Mbappe. Surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Nicely measured pass.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Goalkeeper's ball. We are into overtime. Martin. Hoists it forward. And there goes the final whistle. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours Everton. Really look back. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Not to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. plays it back. Martin. Valverde. And it's played forward. And he has been fouled there. That could spell trouble. Shot! Hits one! Hudson. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Rice gets his final warning.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
And it's a corner. And he just whacks it away. Good defending. All Madrid have a free kick. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Forward it goes. It's a brilliant interception. Pull it. Vinicius Junior. So it is still 0-0. He's made sure that that won't get through. Saka needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Valverde. Pull it. Cut out in the nick of time. Defender's on the back foot. Just brushed off the ball there. Gioi. Now, can he capitalise? He's got options out wide. Rice cuts it out. Tulelo. Valverde. Pull it. Valverde. Mbappe. Tries a shot! Mbappe finds himself offside. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Gioi. Valverde. Rice. he saw that coming. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tulelo. Bullet. Needed a better pass there. There's the whistle for half-time. Both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. That's a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! And the ball's come out! Martin. He's gone for it! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. Rice. Gioi. Valverde. Vinicius Junior.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
Rice.
Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Done very well to intervene. Rice. Saka. Oh, good interception. Caceres. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Hoists it forward. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's played him through. Could be a... Mbappe! Really well taken goal. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Madrid take the lead, 1-0.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, great ball!
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He could be in here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Madrid are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
The leveller or the knockout blow. Either way, it's got to happen right away. Oh, real danger here. Big goes for goal! Chance to shoot! He scored! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
2 up and very little time left. He's had a shot! Twist, and that is about as cool as they come. He picked, and that will be the final act. Fabulous entertainment, drama in spades, and no one would have argued with a draw, but they have lost it. So we're up and running. Martin. Could be a chance here. Shapes to shoot! It's in!
Right from the first whistle, they played with an energy that makes them good value for that early goal. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Madrid trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Hoists it forward, and the counter is on. Tries to dink it in. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers to Lalonde. Rice. Vinicius Junior provides an outlet. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Going for goal! And for a moment, time stood still.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. That's it! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Towering header! Oh, taken with style! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Things starting to look very... In he goes again! He's looking to get there first. Rice. Valverde needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Caceres. Oh, that had to be more accurate. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Over to the left. It's a loose ball. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rice looking to play it into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Decent hit from there. Found by a lack of accuracy. Decent looking ball. Oh, has a goal! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. The assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's played forward to Lalonde. And he's there to cut it out. Well, they can break here. And he's going long. Good ball over the top. Chance, shot a goal! And another time! Really well taken goal. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Done very well to intervene. To Lalonde. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Decent progress down the left. Vinicius Junior. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Got himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Williams. It's a brilliant interception to Lalonde. We've reached half-time. Oh, that flew by. It was breathless stuff. It's been one-way traffic here after the first 45 minutes. A relentless barrage that looks set to continue.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Well weighted, and he's cut it out. Rice. Oh, real danger here. It's come loose. And once more they can't get through. Martin. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Gets it back. Vinicius Junior has found his man. Martin. A heavy challenge. Vinicius Junior has a hit. Great leap. And that has flown over.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either. We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Martin. Oh, good interception. Gioi. Rice takes the long option. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Has he picked him out?
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Rice goes looking. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Looks to clip it forward.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
And the defence can get it clear. And it's been taken straight back. Oh, he's in! He's gone for it! It's in! The contest no more. It is nothing short of utter humiliation.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
It's become a case of men against... Hits one! No mistake! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And they've been caught, goes for goal! The ball's loose, and he's after it. So who's he picking out? Plays it out to the wing. And a shot! An untidy challenge, free kick given. To Lelon. Saka. Could move up a gear here. Cuts it out. Valverde. Defender's on the back foot. Out to the left it goes. It's come, tries a shot! Could fall kindly. Oh, almost a sixth. Good reason for optimism here. Another corner then. Keeper's ball. Over to the left. Vinicius Junior. He gets past his man. Room for a shot. Martin. Williams. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that will be the final act. Great day for attacking football. The artists have painted their pretty pictures. Only one team in it. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, they had a game plan which was about